Welcome, wrestling fans, to another Wednesday night dual meet CCC West matchup between Simsbury and Hall. Right now, Simsbury is undefeated in the CCC West, and they're going for what we call a West Hartford sweep. Last week, if you watched it, they had defeated Connard. Tonight should be a good night for Simsbury. They're actually going to be favored in 13 of their 14 matches. And the key matchup tonight is going to be at 126 pounds, where for Simsbury, Sean Penny is going to go against Harris Petrie from Hall, who is a returning Double L state place finisher. So that's going to be a great match for him. So looking forward to some great wrestling tonight.
Brad Helmkamp, senior captain. I wrestle at 220 pounds. Go Trojans.
Lee Doyle, senior captain. I wrestle at 145 pounds, representing Ohio State.
My name's Justin Anderson. I wrestle at 152 and I'm a senior, and I'm really going to miss this place.
Sean McCusker, I'm a senior, and I wrestle at 160.
Tucker Sauls, first of his name. Simsbury High School, 170.
Mike Ryan, senior, 160 pounds.
Ariel Zazada, I'm a senior and I'm a manager.
My name's Liz Paggio. I'm a senior and I'm a manager.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hilton. I'm a senior and I'm a manager.
Thank you, Anthony. Our next senior to be recognized, senior Sean McCusker. Next senior up is senior Justin Anderson. And he's awarded by tournament and gold representative. Our next senior for recognition, senior Tucker Scholl. Next up for recognition, senior Mike Ryan. He's starting Next, we'd like to recognize senior captain Lee Doyle. Yeah, Doyle! Next up, I'd like to recognize senior captain Brad Helmkamp. Next, we'd like to recognize our managers. First, senior manager, Eri Aslanzada. Next up is our senior manager, Liz Paggio. Hey, Dick. And our last senior to be recognized this evening is introduce our senior manager, Lauren Hilton. And once again, we'd like to thank our seniors for their loyalty, their hard work, and their dedication to Simsbury Wrestling. Let's hear it.
All right, we've got Ethan Bravin from Hall coming up against Josh Kowalski at 106 for Simsbury. We've got Christian Lund at 113 for Hall. Wrestling for Simsbury at 113, Vinny Palermo. At 120, you've got Aaron Diaz wrestling against Rob Misericordia for Simsbury. At 126, we've got Harris Petrie up against Keith Penny. At 132, you've got Stan Clark from West Hartford up against Ryan Giuliano from Simsbury. At 138, you've got Brandon Fye going up against Keith Fernandez. At 145, you've got Brad Courier coming up against senior captain Lee Doyle. At 152, you've got Wyatt Dressler going up against freshman phenom Sean Penny. At 160, you've got Ishmael Gonzalez from Hall going up against Mike Ryan from Simsbury. At 170, you've got Joe Draper going up against Tucker Sauls from Simsbury. At 182, you've got Lebin Abdi going up against James DeMeo from Simsbury. At 195 from Hall, you've got Burston Charles going up against Jake Feldman. It looks like it's a forfeit. At 220 pounds, you've got Cole Sousa going up against John Bradford. At 285, you've got Matt Ponert from Hall going up against senior captain, the GQ model, Brad Helmkamp, who, by the way, was also featured in, if I'm not mistaken, the state of Connecticut linebacker all-state selection. The match tonight is starting at 170 pounds. Officiating tonight is the renowned Dave LeBlanc. All right, for Simsbury tonight, starting at 170, we've got Tucker Sauls.
And Joe Draper from Hall. I don't really know. The scouting report doesn't have him on here, so I guess it's going to be a surprise.
It will be.
Yeah. So a little different feel than last Friday night, when we drove downstate to take on Danbury, the number 1 ranked team in the state.
It was great. That was a great match. That score, although was 42-21, really I don't think reflected the intensity of the match. They ended up winning the last 5 matches.
Right.
By a total of 21 points. So it was a great match. Tonight should be interesting. Simsbury is going up against a CCC West rival,
yes,
Hall High, who has traditionally been a very tough team. It'd be interesting to see how Tucker Sauls does this evening.
Notice the red jersey on the official. That's because he's a state open official.
Really?
Yeah. So that last year the state open guys all got red shirts. Dave's a very good official. When you're a top 10 team in the state, they start giving you some pretty good officials. Okay.
Tucker's a very controlled wrestler, very smart wrestler.
You see the face mask on the opponent. He probably at some point broke his nose or could have had an eye injury, and he wears that for protection. It's about the only piece of protective equipment
that they're allowed.
Minus that, like the headgear or knee pad. I was actually at a tournament in Pennsylvania this weekend, and someone had a MMA glove on that the referees made take off. All right, nice dump
move
there.
by Tucker.
Keeps him right on his back.
On his back, he's got 3, looking for the pin.
So it's a 2-point takedown. Again, he keeps his opponent on his back. You see the referee counting. Tucker keeps him there for 5 seconds. He earns at least 3 points if he doesn't pin him. Now Tucker's earned the points. He switches off to a finish. Not the greatest finish, but this kid looks pretty pinned in here. And there goes to half Nelson, a little deeper. We've got over a minute left.
Chest.
It's going to be a long time
Plenty
for
of time.
Joe Draper there on the bottom.
And he's got the
fall.
pin. Great job by Tucker Sauls at 170. Simsbury's up 6-0.
They fixed the microphone. Yeah. Right, that's how we wanted to start off, that's for certain.
Coming up at 182 for Simsbury, we have James DeMayo.
And it's like Lebin Abdi from Hall. And again, I don't have much on the scouting report. He hasn't really been in their lineup that much.
What's interesting about James is 2 years ago he was wrestling at 138.
Yes, yeah.
And he's really put in the time in both in the gym and also on the mat. So
wow.
Single leg.
James, I'm shocked. I'm happy to see it. James usually likes the big throws, and as we see, he goes right up to the upper body. Nice little throw by, or attempted a throw by. Again, attack
nice shot. Nice
through
shot.
it. He's half Nelson. Nope. 2-point takedown. Controlling him on top.
Trying to stretch him out now. He's trying to go for wrist control.
He's trying to get a little tilt in here again to get some back points. There's referee counting. He's got a 1 count. He's out of bounds, so he has to get at least a 2 count to earn points. So that's why he didn't get any points there.
What's going on this year with the out-of-bounds area? I know it was 2 body parts before. What is it now?
It's the same in high school. The big difference is in college, where if any part of any opponent is inbounds, they're considered inbounds.
They continue.
And you can actually pin guys out of bounds now. You can score near fall points out of bounds. It really, it actually speeds up the match quite a bit because you don't have the restarts very often, and there's nowhere to hide. The
James
point of emphasis for the heist, that's a nice finish right here. The point of emphasis for the officials this year has been fleeing the mat and calling that. We'll see if we see any of that.
Calls with in general.
So
nice chest. It looks like he's got hip to chest now.
Yeah, he's got if he could slide his chest down a little bit and get chest to chest, that's what he's trying to adjust here without losing the pin combination, which he did a nice job. And that's probably going to finish it off here. I don't know about that switch off there. So he didn't let the arm through, which is key, which is good.
That's great.
And
chest to chest.
It seems like it's only a matter of time. He's got 30 seconds still here. He's turned his head inbound so the guy can't get out of bounds. He's got to come under that arm, which is what he's fighting to do, and spinning behind, which is fine. 5-0 lead for James here.
James is aggressive this match.
Yeah,
usually, you're right. He's looking for more upper body in terms of throws, but really much more aggressive this match.
And he's going right back to what he did before. I call that the snowplow breakdown. He went right to an arm bar. He's only got 5 seconds here, so I don't think he's going to grab any points. And that's it. The buzzer didn't ring.
Didn't
It's
let
time.
him up. Super.
Having some technical difficulties here at the high school. There's the buzzer. I don't think the scorekeepers knew they had to hit the buzzer. So second period, the referee will look to see who has choice, and it's Hall High School. So that means in the second period,
looks like
next
he's gonna
match, we'd
defer.
have choice. So he said, I want the choice in the third period. We choose bottom. We talk about that because I feel like you can escape and get a point.
I guess we'd look for James coming up pretty quick.
Yeah,
and,
James should explode
reversing.
off the whistle. Let's see. Yep, nice creating space, hitting a switch here. Got his hips a little too low.
And he's
Nice.
got it.
That's
There's
2-point
two.
reversal.
Excellent. Great move by James.
Yeah, it was nice.
Much faster than
got
what we'd expected. There he goes, trying for the power half again. Nope.
Well, just 2-on-1. It
Rolling
looks
the
like he's
wrist.
trying to get a cheap tilt. Yeah, we call it cheap tilt when you try to just hip the guy over quickly.
Anything like Cheap Trick, the band?
Yeah,
or,
no, nothing like that.
Nothing like that. All right.
You're dating yourself with that one. And there are some near fall points. At least 2
Got
points,
two,
I think.
correct? Yep.
Yeah.
He's out. That's great.
So,
Scores now
9
should
to
be
nothing.
9-0.
So if he doesn't pin the guy but scores 6 more points,
He's got a tech fall
no,
coming
tech
up.
fall,
Yeah.
That'll be 5 team points. You know, in college, if you tech fall, you need to, if you don't have any back points, and of course that tech fall, it's only a 4-point decision. You need to secure back points. In high school, regardless, if you score 15 points more than your opponent, it's a 5-point victory. A little sloppy here, sitting on his hip. And this kid's hipping over. This kid,
He's trying to come over. James
yeah, he
isn't he,
could
with his
hip
hip?
over
Yeah,
him if
yeah.
James made an adjustment here, but he's getting a little sloppy. You get that 9-point lead, and you tend to think you can do some things. All right, switching off of that. I think James is trying to stack him up here. Kind of a
Awkward position.
improvised 3-quarter Nelson here. The counter to that is the belly out, as the kid just did. You can't get bent over like that if you're belly
But
out.
at that
Nice
point,
switch off.
nice.
And
Looks like almost like he's got a double wing.
I think he does have the double wing in here.
That's great. Sitting
not
out,
a
he's not
painful-
moving. That's
not a
it.
comfortable position. Not sure. Obviously, we're not down there. I don't know what. Looks like the shoulder next to James isn't down, which means he's got to keep circling and sitting. And yeah, all right. This kid's doing a great job defending this because it's not easy to defend against this right now. And James really can't do much more except try to bring that arm. Just keep doing what he's doing.
He's going to get to a point where the ref may call it because of the shoulder position.
They
correct?
could call potentially dangerous
yep.
here. But this kid's done a great job, really showing some mental toughness here to not give up the fall there.
Scores now 12-0.
So he has choice. I don't know what you choose. I'd choose top, to be honest with you, to see if you can get anything going here because you got beat on the bottom.
You
got
know what?
beat
Neutral. Let's choose a neutral.
So
Look for a fast takedown by James.
it looks like there's blood on the opponent, so the referee immediately brings him over. He has to get cleaned up.
Looks like it's James with his nose. We've got a packed house here at
Yes, great
Simsbury.
crowd.
Must be a couple thousand people here
Yeah,
this evening.
yeah. Pretty liberal count there at 2,000, but we've got a basketball game going on right next door.
That's true.
So it's a nice
It's
night
a nice
here.
turnout. It
Yeah,
really is. Parking lot's full. Some great food here.
as always. Trying to look, we got a nice.
And we've got
mixture of
Trojan
crowd.
Man
Yeah,
down
got
in the
Trojan
corner.
Man there.
Raising his sword. Excellent, excellent.
I don't think we
We
actually
really
have a
do
name
have a
for
lot
Simsbury
of
Trojan.
very notable people here.
Yep. All
All
right,
right,
they're ready
so
to
we're
go.
gonna start
Third
again.
period, 12-0. Let's see. They
Got a
West
sprawl by
Hartford takes a
DeMayo.
shot.
DeMayo's
Behind
going up.
two.
It's got
I
two.
wonder if he's gonna
Scores
try to
now
turn him and pin
14.
him, if he's going to let him up and take him down for the tech. Oh, he's going for that again for the arm bar. He's got the far wrist. He's going to pull it and switch to a half.
Switch sides.
It's probably a. He's going to try to stack this kid up right here.
And
it's
that
working.
should be the match, folks.
Now, if he and that's it because he got
That's
off his
it.
back.
So he's got a tech fall. Score ends up 16-0. Great job by James DeMayo.
I like that he kept trying to score points. That's a big thing here.
Very
not
aggressive
holding
by
on to a
James,
lead.
correct?
Yep.
Very aggressive.
Yep. And
195, we've got
looks
Jake
like they were
Feldman
gonna
coming
forfeit
up.
to him, I guess, in the lineup, which. Oh, no, they've got someone coming out here. I don't know where he was. Eli Burston Charles. It's again another match that Simsbury is going to be pretty heavily favored in. And again, this young man, we don't have the scouting report on him.
Score is now 11-0 after 2 matches. This is 195 with Jake Feldman against Eli Charles from West
Correct.
Hartford.
Feldman's a returning double L place finisher. Placed 3rd in the double Ls last year.
Charles versus Feldman, 195 pounds.
Look for Feldman to come out quick.
It's controlling the tie up. I don't know why he's planting his feet here. He's got to get in there. It's a nice ankle
pick. Single
Finish.
leg.
Cleared it. Nice.
There's 2. He's going right to.
Just trying to ride him out here. See what's there. It's a nice cross. Going to go for, I don't know what he's going for here. He's got to extend him, as coach says. Looks like he's kind of trying to hit a cradle, but he can't from there.
Because the left leg was extended.
Yeah, and where his arm position was. Fortunately, you got that cross body riding here, and it's like.
Looks like Jake's got it.
Yeah. Let's see. It's
Just has to break down that left leg, turning him in.
he's going to try to get that arm over his head if he can, and keep his hips. And the kid's actually giving him. It's just to hook the head and sit back. Oh, the leg slipped though, but all he has to do is kind of sprawl back, and he should get some near.
Still
fall
looks like
points.
he's going for the cradle.
Yeah, he's got the near fall
Oh,
right here.
right there, chest to chest.
He's got to secure that fall.
2.
You got double
Trying to
legs
stretch
in
him
now.
out now.
Trying to work what's called a power half. He's going to get the arm in there and try.
Oh,
nice, some
shin,
more near fall
yep.
points here.
Is he ready, set?
So Jake's got to let the leg slip now, like he just did, and jump over to that side. He has the half. Very good. It's letting the arm slip. You got to get chest to chest. We see him trying to adjust, and now he's in tight. This is great pin position here.
And we've got another pin
Nice
by
job.
Simsbury. Scores now 17-0 after 3 matches. 2 pins and a tech fall. Great job by Simsbury so far.
Now West Hartford's putting out their second best, or one of their 2 best kids, I should say. I don't know which one's better, but Cole Souza, good tough wrestler. He I don't know if you remember the match last year.
I do.
When
I do.
He wrestled against Jake. It was a brawl back
Yep.
and forth. Feldman ended up winning, I think, 9-7 that match.
Going up against John Bradford. John's a versatile wrestler, wrestling 195,
Yes.
wrestling 220.
Yep.
Last year competed at 170, if I'm not mistaken, or
Yeah,
182.
182, I think.
Yeah. He's giving away probably 10 pounds in this match.
Yep. Nice defense here. This kid, Cole Souza, had 33 wins last year. I mean, this kid's no joke here.
So 2 points by the Hall wrestler. Down position for Simsbury with Bradford.
Let's see if
Going to
John
look for Bradford
explodes
to try
up.
to get out of this
Yeah,
quick.
See if he explodes off the whistle. Looking at the ref, which was nice, huh? He went to a power stance. You don't want to be on your belly. That's kind of the one thing you don't want to be when you're in this position. So he's back to his base. He's kind of, I'd like to see him control the motion more than react
Souza,
to what
yep.
Souza's doing. Souza's not doing much, to be honest with you. He's kind of
Just
riding the
leaning
hip and
on him,
staying
yep.
in there.
He's trying to break him down, trying to push him
Yeah,
forward, but
you
John's
can-
not allowing him to do
It's
that.
called riding parallel. You can't really do it, and I'm sure that
Well,
Dave
Blanc will
might
end up
call,
calling
but now
it.
he's got the
Yeah.
bar, and he's not riding parallel anymore. He's running that, making an adjustment in here. He's got to. John's got to put his hands down on the mat and try to walk him out. Now he's in a little. The referee's going to watch that to make sure the elbow doesn't go beyond
Right.
90 degrees. Looks like they're trying to go to what's called a farmer boy here. So
He was trying to actually go for the double wing, it looked like. Yeah, didn't
Yeah.
work. John got his arm out.
John's again got to build that base and create some space, create some motion. Those 2 things will help him tremendously. Neither guy not really doing much here. And
I'm surprised Simsbury hasn't been called for stalling.
yeah, well, they just actually no, they counted.
They did, they just did.
So you should go for your officiating test.
Well, Ken Parr is the one who's been coaching me. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
That's right. And he's digging
trying
out
to go
that
for a
bar
single,
here.
right.
Cole is trying to dig out that bar, and we're kind of bellying out here. So it's a pretty strong block he had going there with his hand and his hip. It's a good defense.
the
but
problem.
It's,
He's already been called
yeah,
once,
yeah.
so another call. He ends up giving up
gives
a point.
Right. So they deferred to us, and we ended up with the neutral position.
Thank you.
right, so we're fighting for hand control.
I mean, Bradford is certainly game. I mean, he's, as I said, probably outweighed by a good 10 pounds against an excellent wrestler. And
he can't let you see the guy control his head, and he's not contesting that. And that's both. That means they have position, and it also wears on you during the course of a match. If a guy's
just leaning on
you, beating on the head a little bit here.
I look for Bradford trying to shoot at this point.
I'd like to see him get his offense going. He seems to be a little more focused on hand fighting more than on getting a shot off. Like right now, he's got control. He should use it and try to get something going here. Yeah, that's good with the head snap.
You see more lateral movement by the wrestlers this period.
Their feet are moving at least in this position here, but we're at a minute and neither guy's taking anything even close to a shot. So the referee's going to start looking at something.
All match, right?
Well, the first shot.
Yeah, first shot. Ankle pick going to a single leg.
Right. I mean, this is actually benefiting us to a certain degree because the longer it's close, the longer we have a shot at winning this match.
Score still 2-0 Hall.
And you know that the official's thinking like, what am I gonna? Who am I gonna call here? And what am I gonna do? If one guy could get a shot off and make it legit, that would get the referee to start thinking that, hey, the other guy's stalling.
Yeah, it looks like Bradford is the more active of the two, certainly.
Yeah, but he is more active, but he's not. He's active in the hand fight, and that's good in trying to get that 2-on-1 in the Russian
nothing
tie,
from the waist
but
down.
He's not using it or trying to score on that. So we're down to 15 seconds left in
second period.
We're in the second period with 0 shots so far. All right. He hit us for stalling on that.
So there's the 1 point for Hall. Stalling on Bradford.
Yeah. We just got hit for unsportsmanlike because Coach Goodwin questioned what movies hit. I've never seen that call like that. I mean, unsportsmanlike is when you're unsportsmanlike. Wow.
So what does that mean in terms of it comes down to criteria? Then
yeah, it's not going to.
Which is what happened in the Ledyard match last year.
Right. I completely agree with Coach Goodwin, by the way. Not that I might not say otherwise, but the kid, I mean, I don't know how you hit us necessarily for that.
Nice move by Bradford trying to flatten him out.
He's doing a nice job riding him right here. And broke him down. He's doing a nice job.
John Bradford's game, giving it his all, trying to work on a single arm.
I'm going to come back to that unsportsmanlike. It came down to the fact that the gym got quiet when Coach said that, and someone in the crowd laughed. But you got to be a little more thick-skinned than that, I think. But hey, he's the official.
I remember a wise coach at one of the state matches had mentioned that somebody was not ready for this in terms of this venue. I forget who it was, but I totally agree. I'm wondering the same thing this evening.
This guy, Dave, has done some big matches. And that's really the first time there's been any address to the referee. So it's not like our coach has been riding him the first couple matches. Surprised by that call. Very surprised by that call.
The score is still 4-0 Hall. Bradford has certainly picked it up. He's got 50 seconds left in this third period. Single leg.
Oh, he's bailing out there a little too early. I think he could have defended that more.
Score's now 6-0 Hall. Which means Bradford has got to get him on his back at this point for him to have any chance to win.
And Hall's got to be thinking about scoring 2 more points to try to get a major decision here. If you win by 8 or more points, you get 14 points. Actually, you get 1 bonus point. If you win your match, you get 3 points. If you win by 8 to 14, you get a bonus point.
Oh, Bradford's up. Score's now 6-1. 17 seconds left. Bradford's got to be aggressive with shots. The only way to win this now is
he's got to try to throw him. If he throws him to his back, he can tie him. He's got the upper body tie, and the kid's willing to go upper body. He's got to go for it. Because even if he gives up a takedown, it's only 8-1. It's not a major decision.
Score will end 6-1 in favor of Hall. There's the match.
I think Cole's a very good wrestler here, but I would like to have seen John take some shots and see kind of where he measures up against a kid that should be a place finisher in the States.
All right, at 285, we've got Simsbury's senior captain, Brad Helmkamp. going up against
Matt Ponnert. Okay, and they usually have another heavyweight who wrestles, this kid Lichtenstein, who's
Toby
the
Lichtenstein's brother.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. His brother was a state champion. We're going to be heavily favored in this match, even though Brad's giving away a lot of weight here. Brad's a
superb
returning
athlete.
double L
Just superb
state
athlete.
place finisher, finalist, I should say, all-state football player. He's got to clear that arm, though. I don't care how good you are, you're not going to get that shot off
You
if
can
the
see
guy's
the
blocking there.
athleticism on Brad's part.
Yeah.
I mean, how many,
Just
you know,
driving the
220s
power right
or-
here, turning the corner.
Excellent move
Nice
by
job.
Brad Helmkamp.
Takes him right to his back.
Switch sides, jumping to the other side now.
It looked like Brad was thinking about throwing in a leg there. I don't think I want to see that necessarily. So
Brad's
just
keep-
break
Brad's
the kid
keeping him
down,
in.
sucking his hip as he does this. There we go. Okay, and he's going to duck it and throw a half Nelson in if he can get his right knee a little deeper on that. But we can see the size, and Brad didn't really contest that.
Just
kind
let
of
him up.
content to
Not waste
wrestle him on
any
his
energy.
feet. So we're about have a minute left. We got a 2-1 lead. Head position, fighting. Brad got below him, which was nice, but pretty good.
Ankle
nice
pick
ankle
by
pick,
Brad
very
Helmkamp.
nice.
Oh.
He's going to body lock, and let's see what he does. If he brings him, lifts him, or trips him here. Well, no point. Nope. Switch
Now
off to
single
the
leg.
single leg.
Nice move by Brad Helmkamp. 2 points.
We got a 4-1 lead. Crossface. Maybe go for a crossface cradle. That's exactly what he's looking for here.
Hall's trying to
He's gonna
extend
try
out
to
of it.
He's going to switch off to a 2-on-1, barbed wire, whatever you want to call this. He can probably pancake this kid right now, but he's going to keep
It's
circling.
interesting.
keep
Hall's
circling,
just laying
keep
on his
circling.
belly. I wonder
Yes.
if there's going to be a stalling call on by Dave LeBlanc. Nice move by.
So 5 seconds. I think we're going to end this period on top, which is a good thing. And a 4-1 lead.
Nice job by Brad Helmkamp.
All right, our choice.
Simsbury
we're gonna
defers.
defer. I'm not.
Hall's
I'm gonna
taking
choose
down
bottom.
position.
Okay.
Simsbury's top. So what do you think? We're looking for Brad to flatten this wrestler out, and
We want him to work on some pin combination here. And now that this kid's on his belly, we should be in pretty good position here. Brad likes this 2-on-1 or the cross wrist, and should just jam a half in here and just run it. But he wants that leg for some reason. We've got him broken down, so I'd like to switch off to something else. Here we go, power half, which is a great idea for him. Switching off to the crossface and just keep working this.
I wonder how much longer it's going to be before there's a stalling call.
We'll see. And he's going for the cradle here. Bringing
And
the head,
there's
nice.
excellent. Nice job.
He's got to come under the arm. Yep, there we go.
There it is.
And just
Power
keep
half
there we go.
and chest to
Head
chest.
down, and it's only a matter of time at this point, probably. As long as he doesn't
Nice
let that
job.
arm slip through. There we go.
Great pin by Brad Helmkamp at 285. Scores now 22-3.
So it's playing itself out kind of the way we figured it would. If you recall, last Wednesday, we won the matches we thought we were going to win, but Connor actually kind of took it to us, even in the matches we won. This week we're taking it to Hall, which is nice to see. Now, if you remember
Now we've got Josh
this
Kowalski
young
at
man,
106.
Ethan Bravin. If you remember the match last year,
Yes.
where he wrestled against Cam Ballard, it was kind of Cam's coming out
It
party.
was a great match by Cam Ballard.
Back and forth.
Excellent match.
Nice job here by Kowalski. He's a freshman, but he's got a lot of experience.
A lot of youth wrestling experience with Jeff Hernandez and
Fisheye
Fisheye.
kid, yep. And so, it's tough to wrestle against a kid who's
Josh has probably 4 years of youth wrestling, 4 or 5 years under his belt.
And this kid is at least a sophomore, so he's got hard in the upper. He's not an upperclassman necessarily, but the more experience you stay at these lighter weights, these kids have an advantage. But that youth wrestling equals it out pretty good here. Now this kid's got the fans yelling, "Don't let the wrist go." He should, but he's going to hit for stalling. I mean, you got to use it. You can't just hold on to a wrist. So
looks like he's working on trying to.
Again, this kid keeps grabbing his wrist, which is not.
You can't do
an
that.
attempt to escape.
Escape.
It's an attempt
No,
to
just
just
a
simply
stall.
counter.
Stall. Yep.
So now this is good wrestling when they hit the sit-outs and going. Josh has got to work on a different breakdown here. Oh, nice. And he
got
didn't
1
contest
point
it really
escape.
that much.
Scores 2-1.
Again, I'd like to see Josh. I mean, he started, got a shot off and scored. Here the kid's in
Sprawl.
nice.
He's
That's got a
in
cross
deep at that
face
single
here
leg.
and spin behind, make an adjustment. He's got the what's called the far ankle. I prefer the grabbing the near ankle on this. So coach is yelling near ankle. There
Just
we go.
switched. Yep.
Yep. He's a little high in here. He's in is pretty decent position. Be nice for him to get behind and get 2 with the 5 seconds here. Doesn't want to fall to his hip though. Oh, doesn't want to bail. Nothing.
Nice.
There.
No points.
Wow.
Great defense by Josh Kowalski with that. Really.
That was close.
Hall's deferring to Simsbury. Josh Kowalski is taking down position. Start of the second period, score is still 2-1. Simsbury's up 22-3.
Oh, nice. Josh explodes, looking for a sit to it looked like a switch, but now right to a stand up. And he's going to should get some near fall here, too.
He's got it. There's 2.
He's got to come under that arm, keep that ankle he has. Give him a little Navy ride. Now he's going to Turk it, which is great. Keep driving. He should keep driving up the body and keep that ankle. He's letting the hips slip here. No, he's not. Oh, yes, he did. That hip slip, so now he's got to work something different here. Kid's on his belly, so we should be able to attack here. And he, the Hall kid's, like I said, not a bad little wrestler.
No.
Josh has been pretty dominant, but
Josh has been aggressive, which is nice to see.
I'd like to see him get some near fall points here. He's got the wrist. He can bar that up.
He's got some nice riding time.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
College he'd have a point by now, but there's no riding time in
Josh is
high
breaking
school.
him down again.
I don't know about the switch to the bar on that. If he can grab the far wrist, he doesn't have the bar really right now.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad. All right. Going to restart here.
53
Ball's
seconds.
down. 53 seconds left in the second period.
That's close to being a caution on the. Looked like he almost had a tight waist on the start. But there we go. Grab the wrist is kind of the key here.
Excellent.
He's got to
get his hips over.
He's
got to get his hips over.
Sure. It looks like he's. Is he going? Does he have the double arm? I can't see from where I am. No, it's still the single bar in the wrist.
Should have just stepped over with that.
Yeah, he should have kept going in that direction.
Counterclockwise,
Can make an
step over.
adjustment and just keep going. Here we go.
Here we go.
He's got to keep circling. His right foot. He's got to step over with his right foot.
He's trying to do that. It looks
there
like
we
Paul.
go.
There we
All
go.
right,
Should
he's
be
got to
okay
keep now.
now.
Sit to his hip.
And
there's the guy. The referee's counting, so we got near fall. Good position. That's what he said. But just 10 seconds here. He's fine. He's just got to hang out here. He's fine. Switch off 5 seconds.
got nice 3 points. Score 7-1.
Ends the period
2
on
seconds
top.
left. Nice job by Josh Kowalski with that. Excellent.
Now with a 6-point lead, 7-1, we got to definitely be thinking about scoring a major decision here. Getting 2 more points.
Going neutral. Look for Josh Kowalski to come out.
I'm sorry, did we have choice? We chose neutral?
No, Hall had choice. Look for Josh to come out.
So, this
nice
kid's
sprawl
taking the
by
shots.
Kowalski. Single leg
He's
by
get his leg
Hall.
back. Oh, he's got it. I'm very surprised by that. I'm surprised because there's no way someone's arms are stronger than your legs.
So we've got 2 points now by Kowalski.
We're gonna get
Kowalski shucked him off.
He's got to get his head out. He's got to pop his head right here. Just pop his head. And he's got to continue to push down with the arm. Okay.
Looks like Cole's got a
Hall
single.
is still in control here, which is why the referee has his hand out to demonstrate who's still in control. Josh is attempting a little, if he can Syracuse hard, he's got to keep coming with that. There we go. Just keep circling. Circle toward the head. Got to keep circling. There we go. Spin
there
behind.
We go.
Nice.
Reversal by Josh Kowalski, 2. Scores now 9-3 Simsbury.
I'd love to see him get 2 points. He's got to know the situation and wrestle for points. That's kind of the key here. It's not hold on the leads. Wrestling is about scoring points and scoring more points and then scoring more points. So I hope that Josh
What's Josh trying
opens
to
up
do?
here.
He's trying to stack him up, or what is he trying to do here?
He's got the leg hooked. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He's got the tight waist. Looks like he is trying to stack him up, trying to jam that head down there and get a stack.
30 seconds left.
So
How much more time do you think before
not
LeBlanc
much.
ends up bringing it back to center?
Center there. There we go. They're out
Good
of bounds.
Lord.
I thought you were going to ask how much more time until he hits us for a stall. 22 seconds. Josh is going to work on that starting because he should have been cautioned there.
I agree with left hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
On the one hand, you get two, and sometimes you should take advantage of that. You should try to jump early because you never know.
Yep.
And the worst that's going to happen is you restart. You get
Got a
two
caution,
mistakes
yeah.
before you give up a point.
Yeah.
So, you should kind of use that to your advantage.
All right, so
All right,
score ends
9-3.
9-3 at 106 with Josh Kowalski winning for Simsbury. Coming up at 113 for Simsbury, we've got Vinny Palermo in for
and
Hall.
Christian Lund. Again, not much on Lund, but he is their regular 112-pounder. So.
Look for Vinny Palermo to come out quick, aggressive, looking for a pin early.
It's Christian Lund, and for Simsbury, Captain Vinny Palermo.
Vinny had a great match against Fritas from Simsbury. Score ended up being 1-0.
It's a Danbury match.
Yep.
Well, he kept it close, but we want Vinny to be the wrestler now who can win the close matches, not keep it close. I think he's ready for that next level.
There's Palermo with a shot.
A nice reshot.
Sing leg by Hall.
Hall, nice
There's
little
Palermo, nice
roll through,
move.
spin behind
And
for
two
two.
by Palermo.
Again, a lot of that's experience that Vinny can put 2 or 3 moves together, and Hall kid couldn't.
LeBlanc's
There's some
counting
tilt
now.
here.
Looks like we've got
One.
back points.
No back points yet.
Not yet.
None.
There's 2.
Just kept getting a bunch of 1 counts. So Vinny's going to go back to that. He loves to tilt, so he's going to go back to that. Again, just a 1 count, so no points. He needs at least a 2 count to earn some points. Vinny's still working that 2-on-1, 1-on-1, cross wrist.
He likes that
What's the
wrist
other two?
control.
He does. He likes these tilts in here. And that's what you got to do if a guy's not breaking down. Okay, there's
There's
all
his back points
Well,
right
two
there.
near
2.
fall.
Scores now 4-0 Palermo. I
Vinny's-
look for Vinny to do that again. I mean,
Yeah,
Vinny looks like
he
he's
let
going to
go
try
of
to
it,
do
so he
this all
got the
day.
2, and he's got 30 seconds. Doing a nice job on top. I'd just like to see him have secured more than 1 near fall point, or 1 near fall 2 points.
Great time management by Palermo. I mean, aware of the time, looking at what he's trying to do. Another couple points.
So
Also
10
doing a nice
seconds.
job by countering.
Yeah, he's not really doing much else, though. At some point, you got to try to work to escape. 1 second.
Simsbury's choice. Simsbury defers. Hall's taking down position.
That's just an interesting choice. I mean, Palermo's strength really
is on top.
Is on top. So we'll see. Because they haven't really chosen bottom on anyone else, and
No.
yet they choose bottom on Palermo.
Trying to switch
Again, a
off
switch,
here.
and again,
Didn't
when we
work.
talk about flow wrestling, you should really be able to flow off of a switch, and the Hall opponent just seems to
Got halfway
switch
through it
doesn't
and gave
work,
it up.
that's-
Yep.
You know.
Got some more back points now near fall.
So the referee hasn't awarded it because Vinny. All right, now once Vinny let go of the wrist, with his other wrist, he gets the points. He's got a leg in there. Not too deep. All right, he's putting it in.
Score is now 6-0.
So Vinny's controlling this match. It's his type of match. It's him on top.
Would you want to see him
trying to
more
hit that.
aggressive?
He's being pretty aggressive. I personally would love to see him work on a pinning combination.
Vinny looks great. I mean, really, really does. You can
doing
tell
a
the
good
work
job.
in terms of last season and off season this year.
Yeah. There we go. Now he's got a nice little power half. Throw the other leg in there if he wants.
Stretching
there we
him
go.
out.
Extend him and
Excellent.
just bring him back now. Well, I'll keep that other boot in. Extend it. He's got a crank on that. Yep. He's in fine position here.
48 seconds
high.
left.
A
Second
little high. He's
period.
getting high. This Hall is shaking him a little bit and it's getting him high. He's got the other leg in there. He's got to arch his back now and try to get this kid in his belly. He's got 30 seconds. Got the crank on that. The referee might call a stalemate. Yeah, stalemate right there. So we've got an 8-0 lead here.
Yep.
Stalemate's when the referee feels like neither wrestler
Or
can
advancing,
improve their
correct,
position.
yeah.
Neither one's stalling, just can't really advance their position. And that's
he
what
loves
their
those tilts.
coach, yeah, and their coach, you hear their coach talking about
Yep.
keep moving. We were saying earlier of, he's got a nice initial movement. Yes, he has a very nice initial movement, but
There's another
he's gotta
2
keep
for Vinny
with it.
right there.
Well, this could be 3. It's 3.
It
You
will
got
be
a
now.
5 count, which is great because there's 5 seconds left. So Vinny's going to head into the third period with an 11-point lead.
11-0 Simsbury.
And choice.
So if any gets 2 points a single point for an escape and a reversal, the score will be 14.
Right.
So, okay, that's what he's looking for, I guess, at this point.
Right. It's nice motion. Keep moving. Oh, that's why you got to clear your other ankle. All right, he's countering. I want to see him. Excuse me. I want to see him control the motion. Him control the tempo, and he's not right now. Looks like he's
We're
wants
gonna
to
get a
bounce, get
restart.
fresh start. I hope he explodes and puts together a few moves here. We don't want to be content with the lead. I know I keep saying that every year, and I keep saying it every match, but build on things, score points. It's a nice sit. And
Ball wrestler's not bad. I mean, he's got
Yeah,
some
right.
moves. He just has to finish what he starts.
Yep. He's got a tight waist in there on us, which is pretty good. Vinny's building the base. He's got to have. I don't know if it'd be nice to have some hand control, but he's got to get his hips under him. He's not in good position here.
Got a minute left in the period.
He's got to score some points in this period. Now, on the other hand, Hall's not going to win this match if it continues in this direction. On the other hand,
It prevents us from getting the top
right,
quality.
and we're not. It's not what we. I mean, it's not how we want to end the match. You don't want to end the match after getting ridden for 2 minutes. And well, this kid's got a nice arm bar in the wrist. You hang out long enough, you could find yourself in trouble. Oh, good job by the Hall wrestler.
Yep, Vinny got his arm back, but 14 seconds left.
Yeah, not a good period. We're going to need 6-minute matches if you want to be a state double L state place finisher. You're going to need to wrestle 6 full minutes.
And all right, so Vinny Palermo wins 11-0 at 113.
Vinny won't be happy with that. He won't be happy with that, which is where he's at.
Great
and he
first
shouldn't
two
be.
periods
Yeah,
by
great
Palermo.
first 2 periods.
All right, at 120, we've got Rob Misericordia for Simsbury.
And I don't know if it looks like Clark Stan, unless it's Stan Clark. Let's see.
Look for Misericordia to come out quick.
Aaron Diaz. So Aaron,
Nice single leg by Misericordia.
nice counter by Diaz.
Got 2.
Nice job.
Nice aggressive move by Misericordia. Trying to flatten him out.
It's a little high here. He's got to get his
Trying to
weight
throw
back
the
and
power
break
half,
him
had to
down.
back off.
He looks a lot bigger than him, doesn't he?
Misericordia?
Rob does, yeah.
He does.
That's a leg in there. There's a lot of hip pressure on this kid right now. The kid built up. Let the
Trying to
hip
do a
pressure
power
slip.
half.
He's got to get
Got his
underneath
leg
his
in.
arms. We want Rob to be under his arms, not over. That's why he's so high. I keep saying you can see. All right, cross-face cradle. Locked
Nice,
it up.
he's got it.
Yeah.
He's
Got the cradle. He's got to jump to that side. No. If you saw it, the arm slipped on that, which makes it a lot tougher. So Rob's doing a good job here.
nice aggressive wrestling.
Yeah, slipping
Yeah,
from one
excellent.
move to the next. He's gotta. I'm not sure.
He's got to.
You got to break him down before you bar that arm up. He's got the
Looks like
bar
he got a
now
single
and
arm.
the wrist, so there we
And
go.
there we go, chest
This
to chest.
is gonna be
Nice
over
move by
here
Misericordia.
in a few seconds, yep.
Great pin
Nice
by Misericordia.
aggressiveness, which is leading to our featured match of the night here at 126. We
Scores
got
now 35-3, 126 for Simsbury. We've got Keith Penny going up
And
against Hall's
Harris Petrie.
Harris Petrie.
Harris placed 6th at 126 last year in the double L's.
Tough wrestler from Hall.
Yep.
Very tough, very
Yep.
strong. Should be a great match.
Yeah. Do you remember his match last year, Petrus's match?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
He got majored by us last year, by your son. Yeah, big, tough, strong kid. Keith's very good wrestler, obviously. Not a very good shot right there, but able to back out and get a fresh start. So this should be a very good match. We'll see.
Nice movement by both wrestlers, trying to fill each other out.
Yep. A lot of hand fighting. Keith's keeping a nice, good position, low position. Keith, that up and down, it's a change of the levels. Like to see it be a little more random than that. Some guys can time that, but it's good to keep changing your levels. All right. Nice reshot.
We've got a
Beautiful
single
reshot.
leg, double
Keith
leg.
kept the whizzer in there, did an awesome
Great job
hip
by Keith
awareness,
Penny to
because that was
defend
a
it.
great
Yep.
reshot right
Yep.
there. Just great match so far.
Got a minute left in the first period. Score 0-0.
Both guys have tried to score, so that's a good thing. Wrestling in the center of the mat here. No one's backing away. I'd like to see Keith try something off that shot. Kind of use that as
Like a double, like a
well, just do it. Yeah,
reshot.
reshot.
Yep,
or
absolutely.
Kind of using that as a setup, even to a snap or a spin or. That's nice.
Nice shot by Penny.
Yeah. And
Defended
getting his
well
head
by
out here,
Hall.
keep controlling the elbows,
Both
and
out.
circling out, knowing where he
Restart.
is.
20 seconds left,
Yeah.
first period.
So, this is one of these matches where we've had no score in a period.
A lot of activity, though.
Yeah, but a lot of activity. Neither guy
Great
is
tactical
stalling.
wrestling.
Both
Nope.
guys are wrestling.
Nice
Both guys are
lateral
trying to
movement.
score. No one's blocking. So far, our featured matchup is living up to its name here.
Yep, absolutely.
We have choice. We're going down.
I think these guys are
now.
going to see each other again, probably in the double L's and in the States as well.
Yeah, I know Hall might be L this year. I'm not certain.
Oh, really? Okay.
Some people might be wondering, like, every time we have choice, we defer. Why here? Beautiful
Nice move.
switch.
Nice move. 2 points by Keith
beautiful
Penny.
switch. Explode. He won the battle off the whistle. Won the hand battle when they got to their feet and had a nice switch. The reason why you choose in that instead of deferring is the score is 0-0. And if the match goes into overtime and it goes into a couple of overtimes,
It's your choice, correct?
Whoever scored first ends up with a choice, an advantage. If it comes to the last overtime where you can choose top or bottom.
Looks like we've got a blood timeout on Simsbury.
That's why
Court.
at 0-0 you tend to try to take the bottom and get the first point and go. Keith looked great on the bottom there. And he's struggled a bit in the matches that he's lost on the bottom position, so that's great.
He had a tough match against Danbury with Chris Bryant.
Yeah.
Ended up losing 4-2, but a great match there.
Scored the first takedown. It's rare that guys who, especially guys at Keith's level, when you score the first takedown, you tend to win that match. So the Danbury kid did a great job.
Simsbury's had a lot of great wrestling this year. The Ledyard Fairfield War Tournament.
Yep.
They wrestled Timberlane,
New Hampshire.
The Ledyard.
You see that in their ranking. I mean, they have 3 losses and they're ranked 7th. As a matter of fact, 1 week when they lost, they went up.
Who's 13-0 and
they're 10.
They are in the top 10 still.
No, they have 1 loss.
Oh, okay. They have one loss, that's correct. Looks like he's got a single in now.
Yeah, nice arm bar in here. He's very good on top. And this is looking pretty good, actually. We can break him down. The kid's nice counter here. And Keith sticks with it. He's sticking with that.
Right, he's not letting it go, not giving up anything.
And that's another thing. Keith really is, he's a strong kid.
Very efficient.
He knows how to use his
smart.
weight. This kid, right back. Nice job. Nice job, both guys.
This match has really turned out to be at 126, everything we expected it to be.
Yep. So let's see who wins the battle off the whistle. Kind of a neutral. Keith was fighting for that arm, and he still has it. Nice. He's trying to grab the wrist of it. You see that fight underneath. That's where that whole battle is. He's going one way, trying to stack him up. That doesn't work. You run it the other way. Go this way. Try to stack him up. He's really, when he's trying to stack him, but ideally he's trying to flatten him out.
Right, absolutely.
And he's got that forward pressure on him right now. A lot of pressure on this young man's shoulder blades and hip. And the referee is looking. I hope he doesn't stop it. Good. Oh,
my gosh.
No, don't step over, Keith. All right, there we go. Let go of that, and now we can scramble.
20 seconds left.
Again, you see why the referee's pointing. It's green in control. Keith is really looking for a stalemate here. Now, obviously, he's not because he got benefit position. Kind of a smart move, actually, by Hall because there wasn't that much time left. So, hey, he tried to create some motion. If there was more time left, he probably would have fought for a stalemate. Great period by Keith.
Scores now 2-0 Simsbury.
Giving this kid something to think about. You got ridden for basically
a full minute
2
and a half.
minutes,
Yeah.
Must be blood. Is that what's going on? Or
got another blood timeout. I wonder if Hall will take neutral.
I don't know. I mean, they might want to.
Well, he's got to score.
He's got to score, and thinking, on the one hand, you want to escape and get the takedown, but on the other hand, if you can't escape.
No, you can't escape from, as you said, it was ridden.
Right. So I'm watching the Hall athlete speak with his coach. It really looked like Petrie wanted to go neutral, so we'll see what decision they make here.
Is that a brand new mat down there for the Simsbury wrestling team?
That's a brand new mat.
It's gorgeous.
It's a humongous mat.
Even the mat corner covers.
The mat corner covers are new. All is provided by Friends of Simsbury Wrestling. Do a great job helping out the program. It's classy, those corner mats.
Yeah, it really is.
And so when the referee made those calls,
that's what Simsbury wrestling is. Class.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it looks like
a knee.
They were the ones that were
bleeding.
No, he's probably bleeding. Probably has a mat burn there or something. And they chose neutral.
So, yeah,
smart choice probably. But in terms of the psychological aspect of this kid's thinking, I got to score a takedown to tie it up, but also thinking not only do I have to score a takedown to tie it up, but I got to ride him out.
Right.
And the last time I tried it, I got reversed. So there's a lot kind of going on. I'm going to assume he's going to really open up in the beginning of this period to try to score a quick takedown so we can cut him, and then try to score another takedown. And
he really doesn't have a choice because a takedown's just going to get 2.
Right.
So,
or he's going to try to keep it close, and then really open up in the last 15 to 20 seconds.
This is one of the longest blood timeouts I've seen.
Yeah. It seems like both guys are bleeding.
All right, so we should be ready to go back to action.
2-0, basically 2 minutes left. The last period, Simsbury's
winning
the duel, 35-3. See, I'm not great at math, as you know, former English teacher, but what did we start at, 170? So we have 5 matches left after this, which is a 30-point difference. So if we win this match, we clinch the duel.
Yeah.
Quarter Nelson cranking that. There's so much pressure on his head. Keith's good at that. His brother Sean is excellent at the quarter Nelson. Nice. And again, maybe didn't score, but
Time eating up 30 seconds
eating
just
up
with
some
that one
time
move.
and making this young man think a little more about taking a shot and wearing him out. Wearing him out. There's no better way to wear out your opponent than to beat on the head and control the head, attack the head.
It's been a great match so far, though.
Yeah.
It really has.
Yeah.
Nice lateral movements by both of them. Very efficient.
I really would like to see Keith score another takedown and just, leave no doubt. Not that he's leaving. I mean, he's really controlled this entire match. Certainly has controlled it on the mat. But score that takedown on him, and then he walks away saying, hey, I can take this kid down.
At
I
any
can
time.
ride this kid.
Right.
I can turn him. I didn't get the back, but I turned him. I can reverse. I can score points in the bottom.
We also have to mention Keith is wrestling up this match.
Yep.
He usually wrestles at
126.
120.
Yeah. Again, only a sophomore. Lots of experience. Lots of youth wrestling.
Keith's looking up at the clock because we're 40 seconds left. Hall's got to do something at this point. He's got 30 seconds left.
Hall's the one that has to do something. I as the believer, would like to see us
Got a
score
stall
points.
call.
We get hit very early with a stall call. I mean, they haven't gone out of bounds. That was a shot opportunity for us to score right there. I think Keith could have been a little more aggressive to score. Take a shot here. He should shoot the guy and go out of bounds right here. If you take the shot and go out of bounds, you got the referee thinking, hey, I'm being aggressive. Smart match by Keith. Okay,
All right, Keith Penny wins. Scores
Knocked off
2-0.
a double L state place finisher last year. That's very, very good.
Yep.
Keith didn't place in double L's. His weight class was loaded last year. By the same token, he beat the double L state champ earlier in the season. And I think, if I'm not mistaken,
you're talking about Lisinski, Brandon Lisinski from Trumbull.
Did he win the double L's or come in second?
Second. Came in second. Nate Solomon beat him from Southington. Yep.
And Lisinski, state open place finisher as well.
So we've got Ryan Giuliano from Simsbury going up against Hall's
Stan Clark. Stan last year wrestled against Keith Penny, and got pinned. Ryan Giuliano, great athlete, hard worker.
Great kid.
Very good soccer player.
Yep.
As I keep saying to him, I think I said last week too, he's turning into a wrestler.
Very strong, extremely strong.
Yeah. Very, very good practice. Nice switch off here. And even clearing the leg right there. Pull him in bounds, having that awareness. Nice. There we go.
Stepping over for
Navy
two,
ride.
just grabbing the other ankle.
Trying to reach across. He's got to elevate it even higher. He's getting. There we go. Pull him in. There we go. See how high he's got that leg right here?
Shows how strong he is. Here's a trip. There's two.
I mean, this kid.
It's interesting. Hall had him in a single leg.
Yeah.
Ryan got out of it. Ended up taking him down for two.
Yeah. He, the fact that this kid wasn't, like last year at this point, he had been wrestling for about a month. And to see that motion and to see that flow and that switch off is really a credit to him and to the program. Now he's got 5 seconds to try to bring him back to the mat. All right, which he did here, and he's reaching across. He's got a nice finish.
Nice
Beautiful.
job, nice.
Yeah, little head wheel, grown for the wrist. He said this kid from Hall scrappy here. He keeps working himself back up. Again, 5 seconds
It
here.
looks like Ryan's got an awful lot of space in terms of between him and the other wrestler. It gets him down, should stay heavy on him, correct?
He's got to stay heavy on him. That's right. As soon as, if you know, as soon as he hit the mat, the Hall kid got his hips up.
Yep.
So this is, we're on top, but I'll tell you, it's tiring for both guys. Anytime you see a lift, it looks great, but it expends a ton of energy, especially when you lift a kid that tall. I mean, that's not easy to do. So let's see the explosion off the whistle. If you notice, Hall kid has head down a little bit, getting a little tired here.
Ryan's got to close that gap, though.
He's giving him a lot of space, and you want space when you're on the bottom. All right, nice switch off. All right, he's got to, if he can hold on here for 15 seconds, he's got to circle to his left here.
Looks like always.
Oh, he's on his belly, which is tough. But 10 seconds, he's in control. He holds on to that. Oh, he's got to keep on that leg. 5 seconds. 4. No switch here, so
That's
2-1.
great.
Good
Nice
job.
defense by Ryan.
Yep.
Nice defense.
I'll tell you what, though, even though he was in control, he expended a ton of energy there. So they defer to us.
Looks like Juliana's going to take
He's
down
going to choose
position.
bottom.
Yep.
Okay. Again, usually you just normally just automatically take bottom, but with a guy without much experience and a 2-0 lead, you can afford to.
Looks like
have
Ryan's
gone
trying to do a
neutral.
switch halfway through, stopped.
Doesn't want to hang out down there. Well, here we go. Create space. Nice, nice. Knee slide.
Sit. Out.
Don't belly out. What a nice knee slide there. I wish he stuck with that. So, pretty parallel ride going on here. Has Hall been hit for stalling yet?
No.
No, Hall has not.
No. But it looks like he may restart them in the center if this keeps up.
He's got to work some leg counts. Just kick that leg out, extend that leg, bring it back.
Ryan's up at his base.
Yeah, if he stands up, they call it potentially dangerous. Kid on top, Hall, seems to know a little bit about legs. Now he's just going to mule kick it out. It's not. I like to see Ryan. Oh, he's going to call stalling on them. Good call. Even their coach thinks it's a great call,
absolutely.
as he just said. I mean, he didn't do anything
Absolutely.
there.
Scored still 2-0 Simsbury.
Ryan sits well, nice, and keep cutting, keep cutting. You got that arm.
There he goes.
That right arm is the key. So just back out now. Just back away, back away. Oh, he's
He's going for that single leg. He's got it deep.
Yeah, that's where we get in trouble here.
Belly
He doesn't
down
want to be on
again.
his belly. It's hard in that position against a really long kid. So I would like to have seen him back away.
There's
and get his
2 for
point.
Hall. Oh, I'm sorry. They started in the up position anyway, so
Right,
he's
yeah, no,
back
so
down on the
2-0.
stomach. Yep.
He's got about 10 seconds left here
Got
to
a
try
stall
something.
on Simsbury
Stall on
now.
us. It's a fast, and I said it last week, I'm all for aggressive wrestling and aggressive stall calls, but
All right, score still 2-0 going into the third period.
they're going to choose bottom.
So we're probably going to look for Hall to get out quick, and Ryan is going to want to try to flatten him out and just try to turn a move if he can.
Jeez. All right. Now, this is dangerous because if he doesn't bring him down in 5 seconds, he gets hit with that second stall call. It's a point. He brought him down, which is good. This kid's in pretty good position. No, wow, nice job on Ryan's part. I don't know what Ryan's doing here. Oh, he's
It's
in
a tough
trouble of getting
position.
zooked.
Yep.
No. I don't quite know what the other kid's doing here. I mean, what they're trying to do, I should say. Ryan's got to duck that crossface or look into it or just slip it and get it into his hips. Ryan should grab that leg. If he go, there we go, where he's got to come under the arms. Our coach, now we could Peterson here. I mean, if it's no, I think Ryan thinks he gave. Now it's 2.
Well, there's 2 for Hall. Score's tied. 50 seconds
so
left.
2-2, 50 seconds. Now this is where Ryan's really got to work because they have a stall call as well. So if he's working to come up and this guy stays parallel, he should try. He's trying to switch in here, get the ankle, keep it. This guy's pushing him out. Oh, all right.
All right, so we have 30 seconds
34
left.
seconds left. Both guys are pretty exhausted. They're going to have to dig deep here. Nice, exciting match here at 132. Oh, boy. We're in trouble.
Got the cradle.
Yeah. Not good. Well, 2 near fall. We got to try to hit a
Scores
reversal
4-2,
here.
20 seconds left.
Looks like
At this point, Hall can just ride legs.
yes.
And just
Yep.
ride the match out.
Right, and which is what he's going to do with 5 seconds left here. So it's that quick cradle that ended up being the difference.
It's the decider. Scores now 38-6, Simsbury.
So the team score isn't in doubt who's going to win the match.
That's
now we're
correct.
just left with some individual matches.
So we got Keith Fernandez coming up at 138 against Hall's.
Brad Courier. Nope. Yep. Brandon Fye. Don't know anything about the Conard kid. Didn't wrestle against us last year. Keith is a very dangerous wrestler.
Keith had a great match against Kevin Jack.
Yeah, he did. Kevin Jack is the
ranked number
best
11 in the
country. He's pound for pound by far the best wrestler in the state of Connecticut. Pound for pound, probably
in the Northeast.
The best wrestler in not about Northeast, but definitely probably New England.
Okay.
He's defeated a couple weeks ago. He defeated the defending New York State champ, placed third in the big tournament.
In the
tournament,
Eastern,
the Easterns,
yeah.
Beast and East. I forgot the name of that tournament. And Keith was right there with him, hanging with them, and gave him a
did
pretty tough match.
Great job.
And escape. Very few kids escape. Beautiful. Half Nelson. If you don't let the arms slip.
Excellent move by Keith Fernandez.
Keith is always looking to score points, and he's always looking to pin people, and that's very dangerous. And he's pinned a lot of good kids over his year and a half. He's been a varsity wrestler so far. Been at Simsbury. 4-0 lead. Wow, that was only too near 4. I wasn't really paying that much attention. I thought he had them there for 5 seconds. Again, a lot of Simsbury guys working this. It's not there right now. The arm's got to be extended. Now it's going to be there. There we go.
There we go for Keith. Nice move.
And again, Keith knowing, didn't force it till it was there. That's where all that experience comes in.
But the difference between him and Ryan, there's no space.
Right.
I mean, it's just, chest to back, chest to chest.
Yeah.
Very little wasted effort.
Nice adjustment, right? Very nice adjustment. And it's
tough to get out of.
Probably a matter of time
tough
here.
to get out of.
This kid, it's over.
And that's it.
Nice job.
Great pin by Keith Fernandez. Scores now 44-6.
Nice win for Simsbury and for Keith.
So we've got senior captain Lee Doyle coming up at 145.
A little 80s music to get us going here.
It's great
I like
music.
It.
I like
Yeah,
it
I
too.
love it.
I think
Like
John
I'm back in high
Helmkamp.
school all over again.
I think producer John Helmkamp's responsible
Right.
for that.
I'm trying to think of what year that song came out. It was probably like 86. Yeah. All right, so Lee's out here. Lee's definitely favored in this match. It's Brad Courier. Courier had a brother, if I'm not mistaken, last year on this team.
Look for Lee Doyle to come out quick and aggressive.
So
Lee's speed this year has really improved significantly as compared to the last few years.
yeah, he's putting a lot of time in the offseason. Last week, or against West Hartford, he beat a kid that had beaten him twice, so we're happy about that. But he also tried to hold the lead in the third period, and it got a lot closer than it needed to.
Been, right.
So I'd like to see him, score. Just keep scoring points.
A lot of hand fighting going on right now.
Yeah. He's got the white singlet on, too. A lot of nice shots.
Nice. Trying to fire him right there. Yep.
Keep turning.
Single leg.
Oh, boy. Don't go for a cradle off that. Yeah, there we go. Just get your
And
two.
there's two right there.
Yep, nice.
Try to do that fireman's like a dump. That first move didn't quite have it.
So 56 seconds left, 2-0 on the takedown for Lee. That should have been a caution.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not sure why it's not.
Okay, 1 point escape by Hall.
I think that messed Lee up himself. That
You
little
mean that
motion,
reset by
that
him
reset
without
by
being
him,
called?
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Because it looked like that kid actually switched over the head, which is a dangerous thing to do. But it worked. 2-1. Lee keeps coming with that down block. I'm not sure why. I'd like to see him use it. Oh, trying to get a shot off here. He's just got to control the hand that's on his chin and face him. They duck it. Oh, that would have been nice. Nice dump
move
him.
by
Keep
Doyle.
the arm.
Excellent
And near
move.
fall points here. Don't let it go. Keep running it. Keep running it. Keep running it. Hip down.
Great move by Doyle.
Oh,
Great
I
move.
didn't switch off that, but okay. 2 seconds, so probably another fall here.
Got three
But three
points.
near falls,
That's
so
great.
7-1,
Nice move by
6-point
Lee
lead.
Doyle. Explosive move.
It was very nice.
All right, so Hall's chosen down position.
Come with the crossface. That's, again,
Nice reverse in
Nice
terms
little
of,
set.
you know, trying to switch and escape by Hall.
I'd like to see Lee stay under the arms off that whistle. And here, like, you know, again, every time he shot, I think he scored so far.
He did.
So there we go.
Same
thing
thing.
again.
Nice, same move.
Yeah.
Exactly the same move.
He's got to
Great
keep
move.
that arm and just nope. He shouldn't come out to that side. But, all right, so we got near fall there too. So 10-point lead, 12-2, and just jam
Should
that.
be
half.
switching sides, correct? I mean,
He's going to try to crossface cradle him. Nice. Lee's a pretty strong kid.
yeah. So he may have this.
Kid did a nice job countering
There's another
it,
escape.
peeling it off.
12-3. I think Lee actually just let him up with that instead of just wasting the energy, trying to get set for another shot.
I'd like to see him waste the energy and pin him. I think he's going to go for the fireman. The fireman's dump here. Let's see. He's been pretty successful with it.
Done that twice, the same move, which has garnered
Yeah.
him how many points? It's garnered him
10 points.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him score off of that too.
Again, he's taking a shot. If he had done a reshot, he would have gotten a single leg.
Right.
He scored on that, correct?
Right. So 12-3. We've got a 9-point lead here. We started the period with a 10-point lead. Kid's backing out. All right, they take the shot.
Oh, nice shot by Hall. 2 points for Hall, scores 12-5. That was a little careless on Lee's part, being flat-footed with that.
When he
Wrestling smart up
dictated
until
the
that point.
offensive, he's in trouble here. Nice cradle, bellied out. When he dictated the pace, he scored
Completely
a
in
lot of points.
charge, yep.
Since he stopped dictating the pace, he's given up 3 points. So it's a 12-5 score, 7-point lead right here. I want to see Lee get his shot off.
Walked into it heavy on the
Yeah, he's
head.
got to crank this right here. He's got to score out of this position. So there we go.
There's
Just
two.
get your
That's
two
great.
and try to force that.
14-5. Great job by Lee Doyle.
He's over the arms, as you can see here. You got to come. Trying to bar it, but I'd like to see him break him down first. So we're kind of right in this tight waist and not coming off the hip. So I'm not sure how much longer we're going to get in this position before a call.
Well, that was nice. That was the same position three times for an escape. Lee held him. Lee's got to do something at this point.
He's got to do something. Again, he's
got to flatten him out. He can't just sit there.
Right. Now this kid's clamming up here too. Digging out that bar, which is nice. He's got it.
He's got one.
He's going to try
Looks
to
like
grab
he's
the
trying to tilt.
wrist. Looks like he's fighting the wrist. There we go. He's in pretty good position here. He's got to grab that wrist. That far wrist, the right hand of the kid he needs to grab. There we go. Pull it in.
Trying to pull it.
Oh, don't give up the bar. So we're at
30 seconds
9-point
left.
lead, 30 seconds here. I think we're close. We'll see if we get hit with a call. Oh, nice sit by this kid. And Lee staying under. I talk about being under the arms. See why you need to be under the arms. 10 seconds left.
Well, he's got to do
5
something with that
seconds.
move.
Stay in. Don't go out of bounds like
3
that.
seconds
3
left.
seconds.
Score's still 14-5.
So we should get a major decision here. I'm glad that Lee scored the last points, too. I'm assuming he's going to ride him out for the last 3 seconds here.
That's
Good
it.
job.
So the score's now 48-6 Simsbury. Nice match by Lee Doyle. Coming up at 152 for Simsbury, you've got Sean Penny.
And we got Wyatt Dressler from
Hall.
I wanted to say Conard for a moment there. Dressler last year got pinned by Tyler Stem. So a lot of kids got pinned by Tyler Stem, so that's not necessarily a sign that this is a guarantee. I mean, Sean's a freshman.
Very strong. Very strong.
Yeah, very good athlete, strong kid.
Got a warning already, caution on Hall.
Sean has a very good quarter Nelson. Oh, there he goes, right there. He's going to try to extend him here. Nice.
Nice
Oh, his
counter by
headlock
Hall.
right there. Boom.
That's it.
Beautiful. No points yet. And kid got the leg, and it's two for them. Now he's going to try to.
Nice move by Hall.
Yeah. Yep.
So you've got 1
By
point
Sean.
as an escape for Simsbury. Score is 2-1.
I said this last time too with Sean Penny. He could care less what the score is. I mean, he's going to wrestle and try to
Just
score
wrestles
points and just
aggressive.
keep going at it.
Aggressive wrestler.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you want to see.
Yeah. Oh, we got, what do we have? Blood or? Oh, the knee pad's down. Snap and spin. Yeah, the head snap's going to be this kid's pushing in like mad. Snap again. Snap, ankle picks are all going to be there. So backing out, and that's smart right there. How he just kept doing that and pushed him out and get the referee thinking like, okay.
Yeah, we're going to be
this guy
looking
doesn't
for
want to wrestle.
a stall call on Hall's part.
Hall's part, smart move of the kid
Penny.
recognized that
Yep.
and took a pretty legit low single shot there. It's actually a very good shot. Oh, yeah, that's a smart move. And he's going to crank his quarter Nelson here, probably. Nope. He can't get the kid extended. Oh, keep the whizzer. Keep the whizzer and you're fine. The whizzer is that arm hook. Hooking that arm. He's got to get that and now circle that way. Here we go. Keep going. Keep spinning. You're fine. Nice job. Nice free shot. Like it's on his belly. The Hall kid. Knee tap. This is a nice little scramble. 8 seconds left. Nice. Nice. Hips. There's two.
And he's
nice
near
job.
pin. Near pin. Got
That
two
was
or
nice.
three? What do we get for that?
No
No
near fall.
points. No points at all.
Score should be 3.
Should be
3
he
to
did.
2.
He was getting
Yep,
points,
3 to 2.
3-2. Simsbury's deferred. Hall's choice. Hall's down.
Sean looks like something's bothering him. I don't know. Oh, he got
hit in
he got hit somewhere.
yes, very painful spot.
Yeah. Again, we should have been cautioned on that. He's got the bar.
Got a single arm.
He's got the. Does he have the bar? Does he have rebar? Looks like it. Oh yeah.
Yes,
nice.
he does. Trying to stack him up.
Now run it the other way. Nice. The rebar is when you have the bar and you grab the wrist underneath the belly. Seen a lot of this now as a ride and as a tilt at the collegiate level, the youth level. Because again, it's great, and he's going to stick with this. Keep running it. He's got to get this kid's belly down. He doesn't want to get too far ahead of it, which is what he's doing right now. He's got to get this kid extended a little more onto his belly.
He's patient. He's not
Yeah.
giving it up. He's got to watch
He's
that
just so
shoulder.
intense. And he's close to flipping the kid. There we go. He's just got his hip over him now. Get his hips over. Keep the arm. Hip over. Nope. Nothing.
Oh,
One
geez.
escape.
Tough position there for
I don't know how
Sean.
that's.
So it's scores 3-3 with that escape by Hall.
I don't like that escape call. And I'm not. Some refs call that. It just if the motion continued, you never know if we would have just spun behind.
Right.
I always thought
It's an early call.
Escape
It's an early
comes
call.
when you are in
Completely
neutral
free,
position,
yeah.
Not when there's loss of control. Of course, there's going to be loss of control at times when you go out of bounds. But if the flow continued, you could get back your control.
It's been a good match so far.
Yeah, absolutely. So Wyatt.
39
Dressler.
seconds left, second period. Score is 3-3.
Yep.
We have one match left at 160 after this.
He's got the snaps are really there. When a kid pushes in that much, just snap like kind of play basketball with his head. There we go.
Trying to
Go
dump.
to your belly. Keep the arm. Know where you are. He's got to keep to dump him. There we go. Keep coming with that. Nice in the sense of
move,
getting
a
out
little
of
late,
bounds.
Right. Yep.
The snap. If you could just work that snap and a short offense out of there. See the Hall kid a little late back to the center. 11 seconds left. It's a match that lets Sean's aggressiveness could benefit him because this kid's getting a little tired.
Yeah.
It could also,
But it looks
sometimes
like both
Sean's
of them are getting a little
aggressiveness gets him
tired.
in trouble.
Yeah.
So we're on the bottom, which is great. We can
Look for
hopefully
Sean
get
to
a
come
point
out
or two.
quickly and reverse.
If Sean, picks up the pace, not that he hasn't had a great pace, but if he can pick up this pace and keep it going, I don't see this kid hanging with him. I think this kid's very tired. It's nice of getting that leg out and just keep cutting. There we go. He's got the wrist to come up. There we go. He's coming right up, which is great.
Looks like Sean's trying to just roll into him laterally, sideways.
He's trying to.
Yeah.
He is trying to come up and create space. He's not. He's going back into him, which is smart. If he can crawl back into him and get away. Nice. There's going to be some scooped ahead. Scooped ahead. Scoop. Reverse scooped ahead. If he reverse scooped ahead or elevates that, there we
There
go.
it is, right there.
Reverse scooped ahead. Spinning it too. This kid did a nice job countering. Headlock. Oh,
my gosh.
nice though. Nice on both guys.
A lot of action.
Yeah, a lot of action. He's in trouble here. Don't step. There we go. Now he's just pop his head and get his two. There we
There's
go.
two for Simsbury. Great reverse. 50 seconds left.
Okay, I don't know who
Got a,
benefits from them. Probably they both kind of benefit to a certain degree here.
Scores 5-3. Great match so far. Really.
Yeah.
So what's next on the agenda for Simsbury? Who
On
do they have
Saturday,
coming up?
they're heading down to Terryville.
That's a quad?
Coached by, it's a quad meet. They're coached, Terryville's coached by Peter Vilius.
Good coach.
Good coach because he's a Berlin kid. Class of
Good coach.
'89 as
Yeah,
well, so even more, that he's a talented.
Now, who else
no,
is
he's done
going to
a
be
great
there? It's going to be Nanawag.
Nanawag is there. Nanawag is I think
Tough.
13th in the state.
Yep.
They're getting votes. They're a very legit team. So is Terry. I mean, Terryville's a very good team. I think E.O. Smith.
Will be
E.O.
there.
Smith is like 9-1 or 13-1 or something,
Get some good competition.
and against some pretty good competition. Maybe NFA. Or maybe maybe it's Terryville, Nanawag, and E.O. Smith. I think
Those
that's
three
it.
teams. And then the week after that, we have New Britain coming up.
New Britain, who's having a great season.
Yeah, with Charlie Ferguson.
Yep.
Wow, they really
They're having
are.
a great
they really
season.
are.
Yep.
And then after that, I guess we have the Farmington match,
Yeah, it's going to be a big one down in Farmington.
which
gonna
I
be-
believe is their senior night. And
Okay, yeah, it would be. It's the last duel of the season. Hopefully by then we've defeated New Britain. That's definitely not a match we can look by. And
it'll come down to the Farmington
it
match for
could
the
come down to Farmington,
CCC
assuming
West
Farmington
Championship.
beats Southington, and I don't know if they've wrestled New Britain or not yet.
Well, I'm looking forward for the to the rest of the season here.
Right, and then as I like to say, then the season actually begins after
That's
that.
correct.
Double L State tournament.
That's correct. And where's that going to be held this year? At Trumbull?
I
again?
think it is at Trumbull once again. Oh, you know what? Maybe it isn't. I think there was some. Is it? Do you know where it's at? No. Yeah, I'm not certain. I thought Trumbull. Maybe it is, but it's the last year at Trumbull. There were some questions about their certain things were raised, some issues when they hosted it. That I don't think the CIAC is too keen on bringing it back there. I mean, from a coaching standpoint, it was a great venue. I really enjoyed
really
it.
was,
Yeah, I think as fans too, there's enough seating. So
they really do a nice job.
I'll tell you,
And the State Open again
State
is
Open
down at Hill House.
At Hill House, great venue. And I don't know what state New England's are in this year, but there's definitely quite a few kids that we really feel like
Have potential.
they should be at the New Englands.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know.
Brad Helmkamp at 220 or 285.
Absolutely.
Jake Feldman.
Absolutely.
Keith Fernandez at
Absolutely.
138. Keith Penny at 120.
Absolutely. I mean, you're looking down that list. You got DeMayo, who
James
who's
DeMayo as well.
potential to do that.
182. Got 4 or
A
5
lot
kids.
I think Vinny. I mean, there's
Vinny,
a lot.
Absolutely,
I mean,
Vinny Palermo. So
yeah.
5 or 6.
And we're talking placing in the opens. Double L. There isn't a guy in that lineup. I don't think that if they have a good day, can't place in the double L's. All right, so we got 30 seconds. We have a 2-point lead here, and Sean is controlling the pace here. Still working stuff, which is great. Jump into that half.
Farmington at this point has to be aggressive.
Yeah.
They're down 5-3.
And he's got a nice half Nelson and leg. Look at this near fall. He's got him pinned. Scoring more points. Nice job.
This is a
nice
great
awareness.
match. Great match.
I love the way
Scored
this kid wrestles.
7-3.
Score points. You know,
Scored
That's how
2
you
points
wrestle.
in the last 10 seconds
Yep.
just with that. Great match by
not holding on to anything,
Sean Penny,
trying
nope.
to score points. It's a style of wrestling I just love. I love that. It's called the Iowa style of just score points, score points, score points, look for a fall. You have kind of an Oklahoma State style, they say, of the more ride a bit and lead. And they're both excellent wrestling styles. You're not going to argue with those two programs, but I love the Iowa style.
You know what? It leads to a lot of action, a lot of excitement.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely more fan-friendly.
So I've got Mike Ryan at 160, final match of the night.
You're going against Ishmael Gonzalez. Mike, another senior with the white singlet on.
Smart wrestler. Recently awarded Eagle
Eagle
Scout. If I'm
yeah.
not,
We talked about that last week. He's got to commit his hips here. See how his hips are back? If you could commit his hips to that shot, it'd be in
Great
better
kid.
position. Yeah,
A lot
very
of
good kid.
time in the off season.
Yep.
Very aggressive.
The kids, coach makes them wear a tie on days of meets. Mike's a bow tie guy. Sometimes Doyle throws on the bow tie. That's about it.
But it
those
looks
two
good on
guys.
Mike Ryan.
Yeah. I'll go for that headlock, Michael. Okay, want to see some nice snap and score here. Pick the ankle. It's there. Yep. Extend them. Take the ankle. There we go.
There's 2.
Just spin. He's got to get
and
behind.
Right there. Nice.
Hips.
Nice.
No 2 yet. Now we got 2.
Right
Good
there.
job. And he kept that cross-face
Yep.
throw right to the
Trying for a
cross-face cradle, which is some
Looks
great.
like he's got
He's got it pretty good.
Right there.
You know, in great position. Head in the
Nice
temple.
job.
Bottom
Nice
knee
job
in the
on
hip.
Mike Ryan.
He's got a lot of time here to work. I can't see what adjustment he needs to make. What
Don't see any
shoulders up.
adjustment.
I just gotta kind of hang out here and see what happens. Sometimes when you hit this cradle, your arm gets underneath,
Right,
and your
causes
arm
a
is
space.
actually the one that's holding up his shoulders.
He's repositioning
But I don't
now.
know. I mean, this guy
Yeah, right there.
looks
Nice
good. Yeah,
pin
nice
by
job.
Mike Ryan. Way to
Yep.
end senior night.
Yeah,
Great
very nice.
win. So that's the match, folks.
So Simsbury ends up 57-6, which is a nice CCC West victory. They got 2 more matches in the CCC West. If they win both of those, they're going to put a banner on the wall. It's why they call it a banner year if they have one of those. So,
Well, Coach Bear, it's been nice, working
it's been
with
great
you
working
today.
with you too. I'm upset. This is our last home meet. I love doing this.
So do I.
So You don't have any kids, so maybe we'll be doing this. We'll be the
I'll be
team
looking
in the,
for
the
Saul
next
in
few
about
years.
5
we'll be doing
years.
this with Saul. By then, you have to find a new partner because I won't be able to talk calmly when he's wrestling.
All right,
Great.
folks, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Wrestling varsity players someday.
Don't do that. You're not hungry. I actually am.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.